Chandrasekhar. Both were Nobel laureates. C.V. Raman was actually paternal uncle of Subramaniam Chandrasekhar. Actually, C.V. Raman, after passing his MSc, he just appeared in the then civil service and he qualified in finance service, Indian finance service, and he was appointed as an accountant general in Kolkata. But his main interest was in science. So, in the daytime, he used to work as an officer, as an audit officer, but in the evening he used to do research work in Indian Association of Cultivation of Science. His basic work was on Indian musical instruments. He was mainly working on Indian musical instruments, whether it is string instruments or percussion instruments like tabla and all. So he was focusing his research in that. So in that pursuit, he was once invited to Europe. So those days, ship through sea was the only mode. So he was traveling to Europe through sea. And he used to take several months to reach, England through ship. So in his maiden voyage to England, so because he was traveling for several months, and you see, and there is nothing but sea and sea and sea and sea. So he was bound to think about something related to sea, and he was mesmerized by the question that why blue color of sea, although the blue color of sky was already explained by Lord Rayleigh, which was due to scattering of light. But the same, logic was not exactly applicable to the blue color of sky. So he was mesmerized by that question. So after his return from England, he again worked on that. He worked on the scattering of light by water and several other molecules. In that way, he drastically changed his mode of research from musical instrument to scattering of light by liquids. So on that pursuit, along with his student K.S. Krishnan, they discovered the well-known Raman effect, which is nothing but the scattering of light. And previously, when light gets scattered, usually energy is, lessened, so wavelength increases. But he found that the wavelength is also decreasing, means energy is. So that was a discovery which was quite different from Compton effect. So overnight, it became a revolution, and even today, in various industries, in chemistry, in several applications, this Raman spectrography is used. Now, this one similarity which I noticed was also with Subramaniam Chandrasekhar, S. Chandrasekhar, famous for his Chandrasekhar limit, 1.44 times the mass of the sun. He was the person who discovered that the mass of white dwarf cannot be, greater than 1.44 times the mass of the sun. Actually, after passing his MSc, he was invited, he got admission in Cambridge University to work under Eddington and Hoyle. Eddington was then a famous astrophysicist, or rather physicist. Exactly during his maiden voyage to England, there was nothing to do for several months. It was like a prison kind of thing. So during his voyage only, he had actually calculated his limit, Chandrasekhar limit during his voyage. So there was ship, there was sea, and the closeness with nature was so intact that he could calculate it. Actually, he had already calculated his limit during his voyage. That is the similarity, you see. So what we can conclude from this is that when a person is subjected to a kind of either compulsive or by will. If one goes in very close contact with nature, one is bound to have some original ideas. So that this is what I wanted to say today, and just to add on this, I just found that I knew even Albert Einstein's his favorite pastime was sailing, boating. Although he was not a good sailor, but his most favorite pastime was sailing or boating. That shows his closeness with water, nature. It's not necessarily one has to be close with the sea and water only. Even mountains can also be a subject where one can have close contact with nature. So light is one of the most well-studied subject, but still its various properties are still unknown. And after becoming world famous, Albert Einstein had said that now through the rest of my life I will study on the nature of light. See, light is so important. One more example I would like to add here is that when a ordinary lens, optical lens was discovered, so then refraction of light happened. And using lens, microscopes were discovered. When microscopes were discovered, biology flourished, actually, only after the discovery of microscope. With the same lens, they discovered Galileo. They discovered telescopes. Astronomy flourished. So it was all coming from light. So light is still something which has much more to give to human life and technology. Happy Science Day. I welcome all the respected resource persons coming from Kolkata, attached with BARC. Chief guest, Dr. Suman Thapa and madams. I welcome Dr. Chitri Chetri, Associate Professor Mathematics, HOD, which I had forgot to mention initially. And that's all. Thank you very much. Please enjoy this. Please enjoy the lecture from very experienced, scientists coming from BARC and other prestigious institutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your gracious words and for setting the stage for this wonderful event. I now invite Dr. Bhaskar Chakrabarty, sir, Professor, Department of Chemistry, for a few words. Let's welcome Bhaskar, sir.
Very good morning to all of you. Happy Science Day to all of us. The most important thing which on the National Science Day, we should acknowledge, remember or pay homage to the great scientists on this particular day. Because the day which was the day when Raman effect was exposed or declared officially by Professor C.V. Raman and his colleague and his co-workers, Dr. K.S. Krishnan. Now, this institution has many scientific and research backgrounds which everybody may not be aware. So just today I want to acknowledge those pioneering persons on this auspicious day, which everybody should familiar, especially the persons who has come all the way from Kolkata. So respected my dearest student Shuman Thapa, Director Science and Technology, respected professors from Kolkata, Dr. D. Sanyal, FRSC, Professor D. Bhomik from Kolkata, Professor Dr. A.K. Jana, Professor D. Sanyal from Kolkata, Professor Mohan Madam and Suchitra Madam from Kolkata, HODs of the Department of Chemistry, HODs of the Department of Mathematics, HODs of the Department of Geology, Botany, and my dearest, beloved and respected principal sir, Dr. Devabrata Bhomik, Devabrata Purohit. And when I am speaking something, it will be incompleted if I am not mentioning my dearest students and the research scholars who are now established as themselves in assistant professors in various institutions in Sikkim and other parts of the country. This institution was a UG institution from 1977 till up to 2017 or 16. In the year 1992, Dr. Alaranjan Ghosh, the pioneering person who showed the first pathway and the strong willpower and mind setup to show not only in our state of Sikkim, but in the whole North Bengal and in various parts of the country, that if you have the motivation, if you have the wish, you can pursue high quality research work in the UG institution as well. So when he started this work in the year 1992, it puzzled and made some curiosity to many professors all around the North Bengal, Calcutta, and in our state as well. How one teacher in an UG college can pursue a PhD program where no infrastructural facilities, no scientific backgrounds, no such kind of libraries and other funding facilities are not available. But he showed, he was very dynamic, he showed that it can be done. And Rajiv Kumar Ghosh was his first research scholar in the year 1993, and today I am proud to say that I was the second research scholar in this department of chemistry. And the laboratory was functional. The laboratory was functional till then and is going on smoothly today. And in the year 1993, I must acknowledge one more person in the Department of Botany who has started the parallel research work, which was not only in all over India, but in the all over world level class in the Department of Botany. There is Professor J.P. Tamang. Now he is an acting Vice Chancellor in the University, Sikkim University. So this person, today is the day when we should acknowledge these persons. Professor A.R. Ghosh, Alaranjan Ghosh. Unfortunately, he expired at the age of 46 with cancer, and Professor J.P. Tamang is still continuing. But the institution, they have shown the pathway, and they have shown that in UG college, high quality research works can be undertaken and can be successfully done. So many research papers have been flourished, many research papers have been published in worldwide from these two laboratories. And I would like to also acknowledge and pay my gratitude and sincere thanks to my research scholars who are present here, Dr. Smita, Dr. Govind, and others are also present, maybe Dr. Neelam, and others are in other institutions. All are in the capacity of assistant professors. So this will be a pleasure to share this knowledge with these eminent persons coming from Kolkata, that this institution has a background of scientific knowledge from very early in 1992 onwards. And I hope this thing will continue in the future generations, and the students in PG level, they will be inspired and they will join in research in chemistry, in botany, in other sciences with the association of our research scholars and the laboratory will be functional, which was the dream of Professor A.R. Ghosh and Professor J.P. Tamam. In this context, nowadays, multidisciplinary research work is very, very important. That means if you have only the knowledge in organic chemistry, or in inorganic chemistry, or in particle physics, or in quantum mechanics, or something in particular field of geology or botany, nowadays, if it is being collaborated or interlinked, then your research work is being acknowledged by the whole world in a different level, and you can publish your research work in a high quality papers. So I will request all our researchers, all who are taking participation, to do multidisciplinary research and to come forward in collaboration with different departments. With this, today I want to acknowledge and my homage to this Professor A.R. Ghosh, and my respects to Professor J.P. Tamam, and once again I welcome all the distinguished guests, all our students, especially in MSc 4th and 2nd semester. They will be highly, I think, encouraged, they will be inspired with the lectures they will be delivering today here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bhaskar sir, for your nice words. And everyone knows you are the guiding light in the field of research when it comes to the research in the college level. You and JPT sir has really made a mark in this field. Thank you, sir. I now invite Dr. Homnath Noitel, convener of the event, to present the highlights of the program and introduce our esteemed resource persons. Dr. Homnath, please.
Respected Chief Guest, Principal Sir, resource persons, HODs from various departments, faculty members, and my dear students. Good morning and a warm welcome to you all to this special program organized to celebrate National Science Day with the year's theme, Empowering Indian Youth for Global Leadership in Science and Innovation for Viksit Bharat. National Science Day is technically observed on 28th February to mark the discovery of Raman effect by Sir C.V. Raman. However, since this year the date coincides with a holiday, we decide to hold the celebration on 7th March. For this occasion, we are honored to have with us a panel of eminent scientists. We have Dr. Dirtha Sannal, a distinguished researcher in condensed matter physics and material science, and a fellow of Royal Society Chemistry, UK. He has published over 150 research papers in international journals ranging from JACS to ACS Energy and all possible publishing houses he has papers. Dr. Sanyal completed his MSc and PhD from Kolkata University, and he has worked at several renowned research laboratories across the world. Then we have Dr. Devashish Bhomik, an expert in nuclear particle and high energy physics. He is Scientific Officer G in the Department of Atomic Energy. Dr. Bhomik completed his MSc and PhD from Department of Physics, Vishwa Bharati University, Shantiniketan. He later worked as a postdoctoral researcher at Oak Ridge National Laboratory, USA. He has published numerous papers in high-impact journals and was a key member of India's only national facility in the field of radioactive ion beam research. We also have Dr. Amit Kumar Jana, who completed his MSc from Kolkata University and PhD from Saha Institute of Nuclear Physics, Kolkata. Throughout his career, he has been actively involved in IAPT Anvishika, a science popularization initiative led by Padma Shri Professor S.C. Verma from IIT Kanpur, which promotes scientific awareness across the nation. We are delighted to have Dr. Mahura Chakravarti and Dr. Sucharita Bhattacharya as our esteemed visitors. Both are highly accomplished researchers and are currently serving as associate professors in institutions based in Kolkata. Coming to program highlights, this event will feature talk by our invited speakers, where they will share their research insight and discuss emerging trends in their respective fields. This will be followed by interactive sessions, providing an excellent opportunity for students and faculty to engage with our esteemed guests. Post-lunch, we have organized an interesting hands-on session to demonstrate basic physics laws. Before concluding, let me also share a brief story about how this program came to life. Initially, Ronald, Krishna and I sat together and discussed the idea of organizing something meaningful in this National Science Day. We strongly felt that this was one of the best opportunities to motivate our students and younger generations to pursue science and research. With this thought in mind, I approached our principal sir, and the moment he heard about the idea, he said, "Yes, you should do it, and go ahead, I'll manage the funds." So, with these encouraging words and support, we reached out to invited scientists, and to our delight, they immediately agreed to participate. Not only did they graciously accepted our invitation, but they also volunteered to attend at their own expense. Since they had prior commitment on 3rd March, which is the next working day after 28th of February, they suggested 7th March as the most suitable date, which is how today's event was finalized. We also got strong support from Chitish sir and Bhakta sir, who guided us throughout. This event is not just about getting exposure to cutting-edge scientific research, but it is also a platform for young faculty members like us to engage with distinguished scientists and explore collaborative research opportunities. We look forward to an engaging and insightful session ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Homnath, for your introduction of the resource persons. One thing I want to add with what Dr. Homnath said is, we had also approached our Honorable MP Sir, Dr. Ingrahan Subba Sir, for being the special chief guest for today's program, but he is quite occupied with his parliament session, so he graciously provided us some fund for the better organization of this event. So we are also thankful to Dr. Ingrahan Subba, Honorable Member of Parliament, Sikkim. Thank you to him also. Okay. So, moving ahead, it is now my honor to invite our respected Principal Sir, Dr. D. Purohit, to address the gathering. His guidance and leadership continue to inspire us in our academic and scientific pursuits. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. D. Purohit, Principal, nbbgc Tadong. Round of applause, please.
At the outset, excuse me. At the outset, I'd like to welcome you all to this seminar hall for this lovely Science Day program. In fact, Science Day, as you know, that we should have been celebrated it on 28th. It was not possible, so as Dr. Homnath has already told that, we'll be doing it on 7th, and so be it. So that is not a problem. Any day is a Science Day. So at the outset, I'd like to welcome all the dignitaries from different universities, Dr. Sanyal, Dr. Bhaumik, Dr. Jana, Dr. Chakrabarti, Dr. Bhattacharya. And today's chief guest, Dr. Suman Thapa. Dr. Suman Thapa is the Director of Science and Technology. Dr. Suman Thapa is the Director of Science and Technology, and he is the alumni of this college also. So please have a big round of applause for him. So he was also like a student in the Department of Botany, or Suman sir, he was from Botany, no? He's from Department of Botany, and he was also a student. We have seen him growing. So this is the thing. So we are very fortunate enough to have him here. Then we have our faculty members, HODs of mathematics, physics, chemistry, botany and zoology, and the esteemed faculty members of my college, nbbgc Government College, Tadong, and my dear students. It's a very proud occasion to deliver something on the Science Day, because being a student of science for so many years, it gives me a lot of pride in addressing you. And I don't know any other students are there, and please don't misquote me. In my teaching days also, now I'm not able to teach, but for last 32 years I was teaching mathematics. So always I tell, please take the pride in being a science student. It's not that art student or commerce students are bad. It is not. But then please take the pride, because this differentiates a science student from a different student because of your temper, scientific temper. You are different. Take the pride in it. Because your thinking are very logical. You have a reasonable thinking. You know what is reasoning is all about. So these things separates you. And this world would not have been evolved if there would not have been a scientist. And for the scientist, nothing is required. Your scientific temper is what it matters. I always tell that. If you do not know, to ask why. WHY, why? You are doing certain things, blindly we do. No. Please start asking the questions, why? And if you get the answers of that, and that gives you a solution to the problem, then ask how, HOW, how. So these two things separates a science student from a different student. So in the today's Science Day, you know that why we are commemorating it already. Bhakta sir has already told that to commemorate the inventions of C.V. Raman. We are organizing this Science Day for the effect, as you know that, Raman's effect. And this year's theme is also that, you know that, empowering youth for the development, science and innovations for the Vikasit Bharat 2047. So that is the motto and that is the aim this year. And another thing is that in this college, this is not a UG college now, this is a PG college also. And we always take the pride, as our Bhaskar sir has already informed about this thing. The question always is there. In the UG college, the main dilemma in PG college, the college and the university main dilemma is that to be a teacher or a researcher. To be a teacher or a researcher. That dilemma always persists. There are many good teachers are there. They could not become a scientist. It's not that they were not incapable. They are capable people, but they took the task of teaching you to deliver the scientific temperament in you. And there are some researchers are there. So it's always a dilemma to be a good teacher or a researcher. It always persists, specifically in college. University, there is no problem. But today's age is the cutting edge research, so research is a must. We have to do that. That's why in this college we have a research cell. Unfortunately, we are not able to develop that properly for so many years. But then we try to do that because our main aim is to develop a proper research center here. There are certain departments like chemistry and all, there are facilities were there, thanks to Dr. Alok Ghosh and all, some stalwarts like botany department and zoology department, it's there. But then that also is sufficient enough if you can work hard. And as you know that, there is no shortcut to success. So today in the Science Day, please listen to the stalwarts who have came all the way from Kolkata. They have came here to ignite a spark in you. Because I know that my humble request to this esteemed gatherings here and the esteemed resource persons, our students are very intelligent. They need a little bit of spark, sir, and they have await that spark in you. So please please understand what they are telling, what they would like to tell. Please grab this opportunity. It never comes because we are in a room, remote corner. We don't get this opportunity day